Hey, what's going on, people? And welcome to the first ever episode of Ride on Time, the show built by drivers, for drivers, and for all you nosy people wondering what's going on in the front seat. I'm your host, Skyy High. This is my co-host, Rambo. Say what's up, Rambo. I don't think he's feeling very talkative right now. Today, we're deep in the trenches with two of our finest out here. 3 if you include myself. Wait, what? I'm sorry. 4 if you include Rambo. We're about to pull back that curtain on the grind. Stay tuned to get that insight. And look, give me that HBO special. That's that help a brother out special. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. Let's get it. So I'm Skyy. I drive a 7-seater vehicle. I do Uber X and Uber XL. I lend my services to Bolt, to Uber, and that's it. I only drive part-time. In my main time, I actually run a podcast studio, which is a studio we're in right now. I'm a podcast producer, content creator, business owner, whatever you want to call it, Uber driver. I like to go to the gym. I like getting money, spending time with the family, things like that. That's my hobbies.
Yeah, my name's Subhan. I'm a full-time Uber driver, I guess.
What vehicle do you drive?
I got a Vauxhall Insignia 21 plate, so it qualifies for Uber X and Uber Comfort. I did have a 7-seater before.
Okay.
But I also rent vehicles as well. So I've got a couple of vehicles that I put on rent to guys that always need cars. More often than not, they're on long-term hire.
Okay, and you do full-time, yeah?
Full-time, but I guess you can't even class that as full-time because this week I've done like only 4 hours every day.
Okay. Well, that's what, times 7, yeah?
Nah. I don't.
Okay.
Sometimes I do. I work 5 days a week.
Okay.
Monday to Friday.
Okay. And do you have any hobbies?
I go to the gym. I used to do Thai boxing.
Okay.
So I still train a little Thai boxing. So that's probably why you see my hands all cut up and stuff.
Okay. That reminds me, I didn't cream my hands still.
That's it. Play football. But that's it. I ain't got too many hobbies, man.
Okay. Shaban?
Yes, so I'm Shaban. I've been driving for Uber since lockdown. Kind of got pushed to the industry after coming off another self-employed business, which used to do airport parking at Airport Bristol.
What vehicle do you drive?
So at the moment, I'm driving a Vauxhall Insignia, very similar to my brother here.
Okay.
It covers Uber Priority, X, and Comfort. There's also Pet, but I don't really. That's not my kind of thing. So unfortunately, that's off.
And what services?
I'm a bit scared of dogs.
what companies do you lend your services to?
So companies I lend my services to, I do a few private jobs, so like airport stuff. That I will get through referrals, through people that I kind of know through networks. Uber and Bolt.
Okay.
Currently, yeah.
Okay, and do you have any hobbies?
Any hobbies? So I'm into tech. So I design websites as a side hustle as well.
Okay.
E-commerce, things like that. I'm kind of getting to like the hang of like AI, vibe coding, which is a little bit more complicated, even though it seems easy on the surface. So that's how I occupy my time. I'm also a family man. I got 2 kids.
Okay.
So that takes up quite a lot of time as well. And interesting. Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome both of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Thank you. So, all right, first we're gonna get into the logic of all of this right now, yeah? So we're gonna have to talk about the agent mode transition of Uber, right? Because before they were known as the company that was giving us jobs. And now they've transitioned outside of London to the company that's the middleman in between the rider that's booking a job and us who's taking a job, which to me sounds like the same thing anyway, to be honest.
Exactly.
It's just a change of title, isn't it?
It's a change of title in order for them to avoid paying VAT on the total
to
fare.
get around certain things.
Yeah. So outside of London, they charge VAT only on their service fee, which is their commission, which can be anywhere from 25 to 49%. Like, how do you even feel about knowing that the commission on the jobs that you're taking, they almost took half of it already?
Do you know what? This is going to be controversial. It don't bother me. Because you accept every job based on what you're going to get, right?
Yes.
We don't see what the customer charges or pays. If the customer's happy to pay that, Uber are going to take what they're going to take, right? They're going to take their percentage. But we get offered, was it offer cards that I think Uber class it as? So we would only accept the job based on whether we are happy to drive that distance and do that for that certain period of time. So what Uber take from that, I don't care because I'm doing that. Okay, yeah. If you look at it, Uber's charging someone, let's use London as an example. They might be charging someone £200 to keep the maths easy. They're going to give you £120, which means they're taking £80 from it, yeah? But whoever's taken that job, call them whatever you want, but he's happy to do that job for £120 to London, or Heathrow more often than not. So I don't think he's bothered by what Uber are taking from it, even though, okay, he might learn Uber are taking £200. But then if you don't like Uber, then you can go with other companies. But then when you look at it, okay, up front with other companies, let's use Yellow Cabs, who are based literally just down the road from here. If you're going to go to Yellow Cabs, they're going to give you an offer card for the same job. They might show you £200 up front. People forget. You do that job, you get the £200 cash up front from the customer, right? Or however they pay the money. But then at the end of the week, you still got to go and pay that company commission as well. Whether that's more, whether that's less, I don't think that's beside the point, right? You still got to pay that company commission just because I'd rather not give any money out of my pocket then. It's hard. It feels a bigger kick or hit when you take the £200 and then you've got to take the money back out to give it back to the company. Mm-hmm. At least with Uber, I know it's controversial, but it's not coming back out of my pocket. I know what I'm getting. I know what's going into my bank account every month or every week, however we get paid. Some people take out per day. But I know what I'm taking and I know what I'm getting, and that's fine, isn't it? Mm. For me, it's not really an issue. It's an issue because people want to make it an issue.
So how do you feel about it?
I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum of everything you just said. I have a massive issue when it comes to basically fairness, right? So Uber is a huge monopoly. Like, let's be honest, they came in and they spent billions to put a lot of self-employed family businesses out of business, right? They muscled their way into the market. And this is where regulation should have been coming in because there's anti-competition laws, there's exploitation laws, right? So yes, we live in a market where it should be like a free market and everyone kind of does what they kind of agreed to do. But where does usury come into it, all right? Because at the end of the day, I'm putting up my car, all right? I'm putting up my insurance. I'm putting up my, safety of the passenger. I'm also responsible for that because Uber is washing their hands off it. Before, we also used to get like a vomiting fee.
Yeah.
And now that's gone as well, all right? That's gone, isn't it? From what I understand, with the new agreement that we just signed, that's no longer a thing.
I've experienced that. I've had one of my cousins recently. I don't work the nights anymore. One of my cousins recently, I think all you do is you get the car cleaned, provide an invoice.
That used to be the case, but now they got rid of that.
So just this weekend, I had my first real vomit in my car.
Okay, all right. So what was been your experience?
And, I contacted